everyone. So I am back with it's been a long stretch, I think, between this and my last pregnancy vlog, or I feel like it has. I think I skipped a week. So this is gonna be an update on my 28th and my 29th week of pregnancy. So crazy. I filmed a video before this, but it is like so dark and gloomy out, so I have a bunch of like fake lighting going on, so I apologize if it looks crazy. But we have a lot to talk about. I want to tell you all about my glucose test, which I don't want to say was a big deal, but it was something that I talked about a lot, or I feel like I did. So we'll talk about that. I want to tell you guys about the hospital tour, because I skipped over that in my last video, and about some classes and stuff. Mention a few more things, show you some gifts and some baby items that we picked up recently when we were away on our baby moon, which was really fun. We got away for a week last week, and it was just so relaxing. And when I mentioned that in a recent video, a lot of people were like, what's a baby moon? You know, what is that? And it's really something that I didn't hear about either, or that maybe it was a word that people mentioned a lot, but it wasn't something that I really heard people throw around a lot until, I don't know, like a few years ago. But essentially it's something that I'm sure people have been doing for a very long time. It's just sort of one more trip before the baby comes, just to relax and just enjoy yourself. And we had a great time. We went to the beach. It was just so relaxing. It was so nice. And it was just nice to spend time together. And, you know, we were saying, even if you didn't take a trip, or even if you didn't go somewhere, before your baby comes, I think it's nice just to sort of have some time to just like decompress. And well, yeah, like right after that, we're kind of like back in the grind and everything, but it just feels like it was just nice to take one trip, one more trip before we became parents, and we don't have the baby with us. But really, I know that when that happens, it'll be I think that would be even better. I think it'll just be so much fun. The whole time we were gone, we were like, oh, we could do this with her, we could do that with her, It was just really fun, and it was nice, and just fun to be together, so that was exciting. I'm gonna lower this light though, because it's freaking me out. I'm gonna talk about the glucose test. A lot of people, first of all, I think it's something that's totally different for everyone. I don't think anyone can really come on and say, guys, it's no big deal, it's fine. Or for someone to come on and say, it's horrible, it's the worst thing, because really it's something that I think is so it's something that's so different for everybody, because where some people can take sugar, other people can't, or else they wouldn't be having the test. It's basically a test that tests for gestational diabetes. So you drink this drink within a certain amount of minutes, 5 minutes, and it essentially, I think, runs your blood sugar up, and it just sort of sees, or it stimulates that. So it kind of sees how your body handles that, and then they draw your blood in an hour, and I guess they see your levels, and they can figure out from there if you need to have further testing, which then you have to go for an even more in-depth one that takes even longer, and you have to do even more, or you're good to go. Thankfully, mine was okay. Which was awesome. I had heard all these horror stories. It was gonna be like this giant drink, and I just pictured going in there having to chug down this big, sweet orange drink or whatever. The drink was like literally, the size of those tiny little waters that you buy at the grocery store. Not like the regular set, like the tiny one. That's all it was. It was fine. But, so it wasn't a big deal. That wasn't a big deal to me. She said when I got there that they had orange and that they had fruit punch, and I chose the fruit punch, and it was actually really good. They had it really cold, and a couple of pointers, things that my doctor told me my visit before I had the test. She gave me some pointers, and they really helped. That I want to sort of pass along. If you know that that's coming up, I definitely would make sure that you go in without an empty stomach. You don't have to fast for I think the second one, if it comes back positive and you have to do further testing, I think you have to fast for that one, but they'll tell you, because I think you're supposed to eat certain things before it. But anyways, this one you didn't have to do any sort of fasting. You just basically go just like you would under normal circumstances and just take the test. It's no big deal. So she told me to like eat some protein in the morning. My appointment wasn't until 2, so I got up and I ate breakfast after I took a shower and got ready. I probably ate breakfast at around 9, and I had, instead of drinking like orange juice or something really sweet, I made it a point to avoid a lot of sugar that morning, and she did tell me to do that. She was like, you know, don't come in here after, you know, hitting up Krispy Kreme donuts, or, you know, like don't do anything unnecessarily crazy that morning that's gonna put a ton of sugar in your system or make it react funny. So I just ate like I normally would, but I didn't drink a ton of orange juice. I love orange juice in the morning, but it's very sweet, so I avoided that. Basically, I wanted to want the drink when I got there. I wanted to want some sugar, which I really did, so that worked. I just had some water in the morning. I had a big bowl of oatmeal and some scrambled eggs, and then by the time I got on my way to the doctor, it was time to eat lunch, so I stopped off and got some chicken nuggets and an ice water. Whereas normally I might get like a lemonade or something like that. I skipped any sort of, again, sugary beverages, and I just got water. So when I got there, my stomach was full. You know, I didn't feel uncomfortable. I felt fine, because you don't want that drink to hit your stomach on an empty stomach, because I can see where that would make you sick. So I was just trying to like do things that made it a little more pleasant. The drink itself tasted like, it tasted like Hawaiian Punch, and it was almost like, you know, like those off-brand like tropical punches that you can get like from the grocery store, that's like where the milk is or the juice is. That's what it tasted like, and it wasn't bad at all. I think she told me that, or someone told me, maybe it was the nurse, that chugging it is not a good idea. You don't just want to be like, and some people do that just to get through it, but that can hurt your stomach. That can make you like throw it back up. That can, you know, because it is sugary. Just like chugging anything super sugary might make you a little sick. So I had 5 minutes. My sister-in-law just called. She's coming by, and she was like, do you want me to bring you any food tonight? And I was like, no, I think we're just, you know, Brad's been talking about he wants pizza. So, and she was like, well, do you want some lemonade from Chick-fil-A or anything? Because she knows I love lemonade from Chick-fil-A. And I was like, bring it. You know, so I'm excited now. I'm gonna get some lemonade. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So basically I went into the little room, and the nurse sits there with you and basically makes sure that you're drinking it and that you're gonna drink it within 5 minutes. And I just sort of sipped on it just like I normally would if I was really thirsty, or, you know, I didn't chug it. I didn't really take my time. I drank it in about 3 minutes, and toward the end it was very sweet. If you can handle sugary beverages, if you can drink a soda every now and then, if you can drink a lemonade every now and then, you'll be fine with it. Just, I would say, eat a lot of protein that morning, go in on a full stomach. Don't go in having just chugged a bunch of things. It was nice to feel a little thirsty. And it was nice to want a little bit of sugar. But I do see how some people can be totally grossed out by it, because, you know, my first trimester, and I think until I was maybe like 17 or 18 weeks, I don't remember exactly when it stopped, but I couldn't do anything sugary. I couldn't eat cake. I could not put anything sugary in my mouth. I couldn't have ginger ale when I was like nauseous in the first part. Like, I remember one day I put Gatorade in my mouth, and I had to go over to the sink and like spit it out. It was so gross. Like, so I can see how that would be a challenge if that stuck around. So I can see where it's hard for some people, and I'm not saying, oh, it's easy, it's no big deal. But for me, I think it was very, very easy. There was nothing to it. And then I just waited for an hour, and then during that hour time, I had my doctor appointment. So I really only had to wait, like, felt like I was really only waiting maybe like 20 or 30 minutes. So, and then they take your blood. So it was good, and I would definitely follow those little tips if you're gonna do that. We did do a hospital tour. Like I said, I forgot to mention that in my last, I mentioned it, but then I didn't talk about it. But we took the hospital tour. It's free. I think you can do that at most hospitals. I would definitely recommend that. There's a bunch of different classes that you can take. I know at most hospitals they'll do like a birthing class, like what to expect. They'll do breastfeeding classes. They'll do, you know, some have like an infant care class, like basics and stuff. And then they'll do like a hospital tour. I would definitely recommend signing up for those. There's a huge waiting list for our birthing class at our hospital. So I'm kind of upset because we can't get into one. I'll tell you about the hospital tour in a minute, but I called and started to set these up. I think it was the first week of September, and I thought that was plenty of time. And I guess I should have called right away when I found out, because at that point there was already a waiting list. Like, there wasn't anything until like the last week of January, and I'm due mid-January, so I'm like, okay. So I'm not gonna, you know, I think the class itself is like $100 for the birthing class. It's a 4-week class. I mean, you go once a week for 4 weeks, and it's like a long class, and they teach you breathing techniques, and you bring your significant other, and you know, you can have a partner with you and stuff. So I really want to do that, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. I'm on a waiting list, and a guy called me the other day from the hospital, and I was like, yes, and he was like, yeah, we've got some things that open up, and he was like, he's like, they start on January 17th, and then they're gonna, and I'm thinking, that's my due date, you know, so, and he was really nice. I know he was just trying to help, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get into one of those, which is disappointing. It's always good to be prepared, but women have been having babies for years without going to those classes, and whatever happens is gonna happen whether I take that class or not. So I'm just gonna be as prepared as I can be. If I don't take one, then whatever. But I did sign up for a breastfeeding class early January that I'm gonna go to. That's just like basics of breastfeeding and all that, which I think will be nice. And it's just like a one-day thing. And then the hospital tour. If you're gonna do one class or one, so I wouldn't call it a class, but one anything that you're gonna sign up for at the hospital, that was so nice. And I've been to that hospital before when friends of mine have had babies. I've been there before, but it's like you just don't picture exactly where you need to go. And, you know, leading up to the big day, like you're thinking in your mind, like, okay, where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna park? What am I gonna do? And so to me, it just felt good to know, you know, get all those things in my mind. They showed you where to park, where to go. From the second you get there to, you know, they took us into real rooms and showed us everything. And so now when I picture the, you know, having the baby and what it's gonna be like, at least I can put like an exact place to it. So I would definitely recommend doing that. And it took about an hour. So, I mean, it's not gonna be a huge waste of your time. It's definitely not a waste of time. I really would recommend doing that. That was really, really nice. The baby is growing like crazy. I'll show you my bump before we get into the gifts and stuff. I do have on sweatpants, as I always do when I'm in the house, but this is my belly, and she is really spreading out up here now. For the longest time, I would only feel kicks right here, and like down here. My bladder is like right here, so I'm like, okay, this baby is really low. You know, like there's all this room up here. Why is she like right here? And now, like in the morning, like I can feel like legs and, you know, all this stuff up here that's just like, ooh, and I can see like all this movement. So she's definitely growing and she's spreading out. And sometimes I can feel like a kick right here and something over here. So she's really long. It's just a really cool feeling. So I got this sweater from Destination Maternity, and I really do like it. It's really cold today. It's like 40 right now outside. Really cold to me. But other than that, nothing huge change-wise to report. Everything is fine. Now I'll talk about, like, I'll show you a couple gifts and a couple things that I picked up, which won't take too long. But I did want to mention that I want to do a video. I don't know if I'll do it next week or whenever. I want to show you some of my like go-to clothing items. And I know I've mentioned things here and there, but I have found the most like amazing pregnancy underwear that would work, that works. I mean, it's not pregnancy underwear, like it's not maternity underwear though. And I bought both. And this underwear that I found is like the best of all time, so, or for me at least. So I want to kind of show you like the sweatpants, because these sweatpants that I'm wearing right now are Victoria's Secret sweatpants, just like pink ones. They're so like uncomfortable around my top. I'm gonna go put on my good sweatpants. They're in the dryer. But I have some really good recommendations for like basic things that you need that have worked really well for me. So like a bunch of clothing items and things like that. So I want to kind of talk about that at some point, and I might do that next week. And I also want to do a video on some big items that we've gotten, like the stroller, like a swing, a play, you know, like a pack and play, some bouncy things, just some things that we have gotten, just some big things, like just some bigger, different items. So I might show that in a video coming up as well. So when we were on vacation, we're so set with baby, like we've got so many clothes. And what I've been doing, I do want to do a blog post on this sometime at some point when it's all sort of, I'll probably wait till closer to time, but I have actually been hanging up the clothes or folding them and organizing them by size and type, because if I were to just, even though I haven't washed them yet, which I'm going to wash all the clothes, like I think December sometime, or maybe the end of this month if I have time, just sometime when I have time, when I really get everything that I have, that I know that, you know, we've got all the clothes that we have, and then I'll sort of like assess it from there. But I want to know, like, okay, do I have too many of this size onesies, or too many dresses of this size? Maybe I need some different ones of that size. So I've really been hanging up everything just like it's gonna be. I'm putting everything where it's gonna be, even though I'm gonna have to wash it all anyways. And I've been leaving the tags on everything, especially all the stuff that we bought early on, like the Carter stuff, because you can always return Carter stuff like at any time. Like, they're so good about that. So I figured closer to time I may need to return some things, maybe swap some things. So I'm trying to be smart about the things that we have, but we found the cutest store, and it's called Janie and Jack. We have one at one of our malls. Maybe, I only know of one, I don't know, we may have a couple, I don't know. We saw one on vacation and we went in, and it was an outlet, so they have like a ton of good stuff for good prices. And Brad was really into it. He was like, he really liked the clothes in there. And I really do too. I think it's just the best kids store. It's kind of expensive, but like I said, it was fun to shop there because it was discounted at the outlet. So they had like all this little Paris themed stuff, which of course I was a sucker for. I got this little dress. It has the Eiffel Tower on it. It has the Arc. It has the Ferris wheel, and just cute. It's just so precious. And I got this in 6 months because I figured it would be spring, summer-ish. I got this in 6 to 12 months too. It's just a little top that has like a little peplum, and I thought she could wear this with her little, just any black little pants. And I think those black leggings were 6 to 12 months that we had in the gift from Janie and Jack. And then I thought this little sweater was so cute. It says Bonjour, and it is a 12 to 18 months, but I just thought that was really cute. And then this was so soft and cuddly. And I thought this might even be a good like coming home outfit, but it has like a little bird cage on it, and it just is embroidered so pretty, and it has, you know, the little feet with the bows, but it just feels like super, super soft. So I thought that might be a good little outfit. And then this little beret. And then I know she won't be able to wear these for a while. These are 12 to 24 months. I think something else I got was but they're little gloves, and I thought that they were the cutest little gloves, and they have like a little bow. But these were really cheap, so I just snagged those too. We have not checked the box in a while, so if you send something and you don't see it, we just have not gotten it yet. So I do have one gift from a subscriber, 2 gifts from friends of mine. My friend Lorraine, who is the current custom on YouTube, she's so sweet. We've been friends for years, and I just love her to death. She sent us the cutest gift. Her, Brian, and Graham sent us the sweetest gift, and first the card is really cute. It says, "Hello, baby." And I just thought that was such a cute little card. It's almost cute enough to like sit out in the nursery. I just love cards. And she sent us this little, these are so cute. I love these. I love these so much anyways, but it's a little Soothie attached to a little animal, and they call them Wubbanubs. So when kids are like, they can hold it, you know, it's like easy to keep in their mouth, I guess. And then it's like a good Soothie pacifier. So I'm excited about that. I thought that was so cute. And then this little security blanket that's a little, what brand? It's by Angel Deer. It's really, really soft, and it's a little leopard. So that is so precious, and it feels really, really soft. And then she also sent us some cute little moccasins. When I saw these, I almost died. It's by a company called Freshly Picked, and they come in little pouches like this, and it says that they're made in the USA. And these could not be more perfect. Like, I haven't looked at the other ones that they had, but this is totally like, I would have picked these out. Like, this is what I would have wanted. But they're so cute. They're little moccasins, and they smell so good. They're leather, and they've got like, you know, the bottom is gold, and then they've got the little, they're cream, but then they've got the little gold polka dots on them, and they're just so girly and precious. And they stretch. They feel like they're gonna be really soft on baby's feet. So I like how they stretch like that, and they're really, really soft on the inside. And she said that they stay on really well, and I think a lot of other people because I posted a picture of this on Instagram. They said that they stayed on really well too, and they're not just for girls, they have them for boys as well. I just love that smell. So, but here's the other. This looks so cute. I can't wait to see those on her little feet. That's just gonna be so precious. I've already talked to her, but thank you so much, Lorraine. That was just, we were so excited about that. I'll show you my other gift over there from my friend Lauren is over there. I'll show you what I got in my P.O. box first. This is cool. What do they call it? Like a tassel garland. I was looking for the word garland, but I've always seen these on Etsy and kind of really love them, but let me show you. So basically it is a pink dip-dyed garland, and you put it on the wall, or you can put it on where it's really pretty, like over a, oh, sorry, Way. Oh, I didn't see Waylon there. I stepped on him. I'm sorry. You put it like over a crib. You can hang it over, like, it'd be pretty like across the bookcase, or, but I think I'm gonna put it over the crib, but it's really nice and handmade, and I will read to you her info. First of all, this is precious though. Like, look at the card. It's Scrabble pieces. So I'm gonna say that, and I kind of want to put that out somewhere too. I think she made the card too. She has a store on Etsy called House of Mark, and it's houseofmark.etsy.com. I'll link to her below, but her name is Salpy, and she just wrote the sweetest card, and it was just so nice that she did that. And she hand makes those, and you can, I think you can get them in all different colors, but kind of cool because a long time ago when I was like pinning like inspiration for the nursery, I kind of went crazy finding like photos that had those, like the garland in them, like the tassel garland. I just think that looks so fun and like whimsical, and kind of what I like anyways in there. So I might do that like sort of over the crib, but I really love it. Thank you so much, Salvi. That was so sweet, and you'll definitely be seeing photos of that in the nursery. One more thing, my friend Lauren gave me the coolest gift, and that's, I love when my friends or a lot of people that have sent me things on, like to the P.O. box, like subscribers and stuff. You guys are friends too, obviously, but I love it when I get things from people who have kids and they're like, this was awesome when I, you know, when I had babies, or this, my baby loved this, or this was a lifesaver. And that's sort of what Lauren did. It was fun because like when I would open something, she'd be like, okay, you know, I use this with this and whatever. But first of all, this is cool. It's called Shea Moisture Fragrance-Free, Gluten-Free Baby Extra Mild Wash and Shampoo with Aloe Vera, Cocoa Butter, and Vitamin E for ultra-sensitive skin. And it has this whole list of like, it has like no parabens, no phthalates, no paraffin, no gluten, no sulfates, no animal testing, no color, no fragrance, no mineral oil. It's just like this really long list of things that it doesn't have in it. And it doesn't have a scent to it. And that's what she was saying. She was like, you know, it's kind of disappointing because sometimes you want like really smelly, you know, baby smelling things. But her daughter was very sensitive, and I think she said like even things with oatmeal that were supposed to be really sensitive would give her a rash and things, and that has been like a lifesaver. So I'm excited to try that. And she said that that's available at Target. I was expecting it to be like something super fancy, but she said that you can get it at Target, which is really cool. And then this is really cute. You can actually clip it to anything. So you can clip it straight across, like if you were in a stroller, or you can clip it like if something was arched, you can clip it like to the side, like to the carrier thing in the car seat. You could clip it to pretty much anything, but it has like these little straps. And it's just to sort of occupy the baby in the car or in a car seat or in a stroller. But she said her daughter really liked this too. It's really cute. But I like that the music like isn't annoying. It's like a really cute, like, you know, it's a cute little song. It doesn't sound like harsh, crazy, like crazy. You know how some of these toys are just like so like ah. But so I'm really excited about that, and it will definitely be used. That's just something that I think is one of those just really useful items. So, and then her card is in the bag downstairs, so I don't have that. But anyways, we have gone on a long time this week, and I guess I can justify it by saying it was 2 weeks in one. But again, if you have sent me something, first of all, thank you so much. I mean, it's just, I definitely don't ever expect anything. and the fact that a lot of you have found my registry. That was really for my family, you know, that was just for, we would have registered anyways for our family and for friends and for showers and stuff. I didn't do that for this, you know, so, but it is really nice that some of you have done that, and it just means so much. So I do want to thank you guys so much. If you've sent me something but you haven't seen me show it yet, we just haven't gotten it yet. So like I said, we've been gone. We've been really busy, so we're gonna get everything sort of caught up this week, hopefully. But just thank you so much. I just can't tell you how loved and how special it makes me feel, and how loved and special the baby feels already. You guys are just so sweet, and I can't explain all of the sweetness and everything, you know. It is something big to share, you know, with so many people, but it's just the most positive. You guys have, I can't even explain to you how positive it's been. I just have the most like positive, warm and fuzzy feelings lately on here that I really ever have. Not that I've ever not felt like that, but it just feels so good. You guys are just so sweet, and I just cannot even explain to you a fraction. I can't even give back to you a fraction of what I feel. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next week with another baby vlog, but I'll have a couple beauty videos before then anyway. So I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.